Alright, guys, so if you didn't know, Baldermort has a second channel where he talks about natural history. And in this particular one, he's talking about a dinosaur. And frankly, I feel like watching it. This is one of his side projects. He actually has another one where he talks about mythology. Both of those channels are going to be in the description down below. In this one, he's talking about a name I can't pronounce. It's called the cannibal dinosaur. So, without anything else being said, let's get into it. Let's enjoy learning some stuff. Because I never heard of this dinosaur, and I really, really dug dinosaurs. God, that was a pun, and I feel horrible about myself as a kid. But let's get into it. Here we go.
Majungasaurus, or Majungasaurus, the cannibal dinosaur. In 1895, the French army was stationed in northwestern Madagascar with a mission to secure the island from the British. The first discovery of the Majungasaurus's fossilized remains took place along the Betsiboka River in a region of exposed Upper Cretaceous strata in the northwest of the island. The fossil was found by a French army officer, including 2 teeth, a claw, and some vertebrae. At the time, French paleontologist Charles Desparet described these fossils to the genus Megalosaurus, which was a wastebasket taxon, and he named the new species Megalosaurus crenatissimus. Like with many other large theropods from the late Cretaceous period, this dinosaur's bones were difficult to classify. Discoveries of many fragmentary bones from the Mahajanga province were found over the next 100 years, many of which were donated and placed in the Muséum National d'Histoire Naturelle in Paris.
Nice.
In 1955, one of the researchers, René Lavocat, compared a theropod's dentary teeth from the Meavarano Formation with the original teeth material described by Desparet. Although they matched, the curved jawbone was very different from both Megalosaurus and Dryptosaurus. Therefore, just on this basis, Lavocat created the new genus Majungasaurus, using an older spelling of Mahajanga and the Greek word sauros, standing for lizard. A part of the cranium in the skull cap, close to the brain, from the Majunga, aka Mahajanga, was described in 1979 by French paleontologist and dinosaur expert named Philippe Taquet as a pachycephalosaur, or bone-headed dinosaur. It was the dome it had on top of the skull, hence the name Tholos, meaning dome, in its original name Majungatholos. This specimen became the holotype for the genus Majungathalos atopus. It was sensational news, as until then no pachycephalosaur material had been discovered in the southern hemisphere. Nearly 2 decades later, an almost complete skull of the theropod known as Majungasaurus was excavated in 1996.
Nice.
This discovery changed the taxation again, as this time it was identified as being the frontal horn of an abelisaurid. The initial mistake was rectified. It is now known that this fossil was misidentified, and in fact Majungathalos and Majungasaurus are names that describe one and the same genus. In taxonomy, an organism can have a multiple number of names. Usually the earliest name given to an organism is known as its senior synonym.
Right.
Therefore, Majungasaurus became a senior synonym as it was described first in 1896, whereas Majungatholos was used since 1979 and thought to be a junior synonym of Majungasaurus.
Okay.
We hope it is not too confusing for our dear viewers, as it is for us. In taxonomy, the species Majungasaurus crenatissimus has been used to name a new subfamily, the Majungasaurinae. It is thought to be more closely related to abelosaurids from India, rather than those from South America or Africa. The area the fossils were found is called the Mavarano Formation of the Late Cretaceous Sedimentary Rock Formation, which can be found in the Mahajanga province of northwestern Madagascar. The rock's age is described to the Maastrichtian stage, from 70 to 66 million years ago. At that time, the island climate was strongly seasonal, with rainy and dry seasons. There was an abundance of vegetation. At times, the environment was semi-arid. The rivers were also subjected to varying weather conditions, resulting in changes of water levels or dryness. During the Cretaceous, India and Madagascar were still joined together and would have been located in the east-southern hemisphere as part of the supercontinent Gondwana. When magma started rising, the Earth's crust rifted and lava began to pour out onto the surface of the planet. It is believed that this is the world's oldest island, which broke off from Africa and India and has been on its own for more than 70 million years. The isolated Madagascar developed very unique flora and fauna,
Yes, it
with
did.
more than 80% of it found nowhere else. It was the land with the legendary reptiles, such as theropods, or a 20-foot-long constrictor snake, frogs, lizards, crocodiliforms, and mammals. Ongoing studies suggest that Majungasaurus was more closely related to India's abelisaurids rather than that of those that were discovered in South America or continental Africa, since the landmass of Madagascar was connected to mainland India millions of years ago. It is believed that the Majungasaurus was one of the last known non-avian dinosaurs to have lived before the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. The head is short and measures about 60 to 70 centimeters, or 24 to 28 inches in length.
It's not that large at all.
The skull was much wider than in other theropods. The snout is deep and blunt, with thickened and fused bones around its nostrils. The Majungasaurus had a dome-like top to its skull. Its head ornamentation includes a pair of crests. Above the eyes, there was a small single spike used for display. This meat-eater's teeth had short crowns similar to all abelisaurids. There were 17 teeth in both maxilla of the upper jaw and the dentary of the lower jaw, which is more than in any other abelisaurid apart from Rugops. Majungasaurus did not have strong teeth. This dinosaur would form a new tooth in each socket approximately every 2 months. The replacement was necessary as they were wearing down quickly, possibly due to crushing on bones. Majungasaurus grew new teeth much faster than those of other predatory dinosaurs. The sharp teeth that were curved backwards helped Majungasaurus to stop letting the prey escape. The dinosaur's jaws were adapted for gripping firmly rather than slashing. Majungasaurus had a heavily muscled and stocky build. Its size is estimated to be between 7 to 9 meters, or 23 to 30 feet.
So basically about the size of your average bass tracker. That's nice.
Majungasaurus's arms were tiny, even shorter than those of the Tyrannosaurus rex. It was a bipedal predator that walked on its long hind limbs. Lots of research was carried out on many Majungasaurus individuals. For example, one almost complete skeleton shows signs of infections, healed fractures, and evidence of fully healed or partially healed tooth marks on some vertebra. It appears that the injuries were the result of multiple non-fatal events faced during the life of this individual, and not a single traumatic incident. Majungasaurus was the apex predator in this ecosystem during its time.
I don't doubt it.
It preyed on sauropods, like the Raptosaurus. Some paleontologists have discovered Majungasaurus bones showing Majungasaurus tooth marks, meaning that there is evidence that at least some Majungasaurus adult individuals occasionally preyed on others of their own kind.
That really isn't a surprise when you think about it. How many species even today, how many species today will frequently cannibalize each other.
It is possible that in times when they were hungry or other resources became scarce, these predators may have showed cannibalistic behavior. Translated, they ate their own. Some modern-day animals present similar cannibalistic or scavenging type of behavior. It is unknown if the adults of this genus actively hunted down their own when they were hungry. Was it a regular event, or did they just feast on the corpses of injured individuals? They may have done this for survival, or to get rid of competitors to their own family. So far, the evidence shows that Majungasaurus was the only non-avian theropod cannibal dinosaur.
Huh.
These videos take a very long time to create. If you would like to support the channel and assist in improving it, then do please subscribe and give us a like, and consider joining our Patreon. Links in the description.
Guys, if there is one thing I can recommend, I mean, you just listen to it. Baldermort is legitimately one of those voices from YouTube that I will always think about in terms of, you know, God, I wish I could present like this guy can. If you have not checked out his myth page, I have kept his myth page secret from my, I have done everything I can to keep his myth page to myself because I watch his myth videos on my own time. I actually like listening to that. He has stories and tales from the mythological pantheons. He talks about natural history, and his most popular channel has been his 40K channel. I'm hoping that his other channels get as popular as his 40K channel. I really, really think that he deserves all the attention that he could possibly get. I would love to see some more attention get paid to his especially his natural history, and his mythology. But that's neither here nor there. Guys, if you have not subscribed to GW Natural Histories, please just go right ahead and do that. GW, what am I talking about? I am so tired. GK Natural Histories. Go check that out. 100%. You will not regret it. Check out some of his videos on different types of dinosaurs, things of that nature. And yeah, you will not regret it. I'm going to put all of his links in the description down below, including to his mythology channel, which I 100% recommend you guys check out. And I will catch you guys next time. All of my links are going to be down in the description below right next to his, including for my Patreon, my PayPal, all my merch, everything like that. Guys, you guys have a great night.